Hi class, namiss ko kayo. It's me again, Sir Kev'z. Welcome back to our growing YouTube channel. At sa mga bago pa dyan at hindi pa nakasubscribe, welcome! In this content, this is the part 1 of our basic operations in polynomials, the addition, subtraction, and multiplication. So for today's discussion, let's talk about the laws of exponent. Napaka-importanting prerequisite in studying polynomials. So without further ado, let's have this. Now let's talk about the laws of exponent. When in terms of its structure, we see it as the base raised to exponent. Say for example ito, 2 raised to 4, x raised to y, a raised to 7, 4b raised to 3. 2 is the base, 4 is the exponent, x is the base, y is the exponent, and etc. And in this discussion, let us just focus where the base is any real number. The exponent is either an integer or a rational number. Okay? Now, take note. Any number raised to 0 will always be 1. Okay? Say for example, 5 raised to 0, 1. 4 raised to 0, 1 pa rin yan. Say for example, any variable or indeterminate, x raised to 0 is 1. Okay? Y raised to 0 is 1. Okay? Take note of that. And again, take note number 2. Any number raised to a negative integer, all you have to do is reciprocate it to cancel the negative sign. 1 over a raised to n. So say for example, 5 raised to negative 1. Equivalently, 1 over 5 raised to 1. Easy as that. Now, I have here 6 laws of exponents. Try natin discuss one by one. Okay, law number 1. Law number 1 states that a raised to m times a raised to n is equivalent to a raised to m plus n. Same basis, pero magkaiba yung exponents. Ang gagawin natin is just copy the base, then add the different exponents. See, for example, law 1. 3 squared times 3 raised to 5. Equivalently, 3 raised to 2 plus 5, which is 3 raised to 7. Another example, say for example ganito, 2 cubed times 2 to the 10. Again, it is just 2 raised to 3 plus 10, which is just 13. And also, it will follow even if mga indeterminates. Say for example, x raised to 5 times x raised to 20. The answer is x. 5 plus 20 is just 25. Another example, y raised to x times y raised to 2x. Equivalently, y raised to 3x. Okay? Now, law number 2, how about this? A raised to m, quantity raised to n. The resulting function will be a raised to m times n. Okay, let's have an example. Say for example, 2 to the 5th raised to 6. Okay, the resulting function or the resulting number will be 2 raised to 5 times 6. 5 times 6, which is 2 raised to 30. Same as well if, say for example, 3 squared raised to 3 is just 3. 2 times 3, 3 to the 6. Okay? You can evaluate this too using the calculator, but for the meantime, let's just stick to it para makita natin yung transformation. And same as well for the indeterminates. See for example, x fifth raised to 10. Resulting function is just, or resulting equation is 5 times 10, which is 50. Say for example, y squared raised to 5 is just y raised to 2 times 5 is 10. Okay? Madali lang. Now, law number 3. Sa law number 3, dalawang magkaibang base raised to the same exponent. All you have to do is distribute this exponent to each bases. So, ang lalabas, a raised to n times b raised to n. Say for example, let's have an example. Say for example, 3 times 2 raised to 5 magiging 3 to the 5th times 2 raised to 5th. 2 raised to 5. Now, how about this? 4 times 10 raised to 6. Ang lalabas, okay, distribute. 4 raised to 6 times 10 raised to 6. Yan. And again, same as well with the indeterminates. Say for example, yan, x times y raised to 5. All you have to do is still distribute. Wala masyadong difference with regards to the actual numbers and to the indeterminates. Again, x raised to 5, y raised to 5. And last example, say for example, ab to the 5th raised to 6. Again, distribute. A raised to 6 times b raised to, okay? B raised to 5 raised to 6. So, magiging times, okay? Applying law number 2. So, therefore, a raised to 6, b raised to 30. Yan. Okay, para ma-connect natin siya sa previous example o previous law. Okay? How about law number 4? Si law number 4, wala naman siyang pinagkaiba sa law number 3. It's just that si b is nasa denominator. But again, a over b raised to n, you will still distribute n to a and n to b. The resulting transformation is a raised to n over b raised to n. Example. Say for example, 2/5 raised to cube magiging 2 cube over 5 cube. Say for example, 4 raised to 7 over 10. Walang problema. 4 raised to 10, 7 raised to 10. How about the indeterminates? Say for example, x over y. Okay, how about that? Raised to 5. It will become x fifth over y fifth. Last. Say for example ito. A squared b fourth raised to 5. Again, a squared raised to 5 b fourth raised to 5. Again, applying law number 2, magiging a raised to 10 over b raised to 20. Okay? Apply. Okay, let's connect it para makikita natin yung mga transformation. Law number 5. Let's have this. Now, law number 5. Okay, 5. Law number 5 states that same bases, pero nasa numerator at denominator yung dalawa, but raised to different exponents. Ito and ito. So, the resulting function will be a raised to n minus m. Okay? So, take note of that. Say, for example, 5 over 5. Ito naka-squared. Siya naka-cube. Okay, ang lalabas, magiging 5 to 2 minus 3 magiging 5 raised to negative 1, which is, pag isang number raised to a negative, okay, magiging 1 over 5 raised to 1. Okay, connect. How about this? 4 squared. 4 raised to 7 magiging 4, copy 4. 2 minus 7 magiging 4 raised to negative 5. Then after that, magiging 1. Okay, reciprocate kasi raised to a negative exponent. Then copy. Magiging positive 5. Same as well with the indeterminates. Say for example, x raised to 4. X raised to, let's say, 8. Again, x raised to 4 minus 8. X raised to negative 4. Magiging 1 over x squared pag naka-raise to a negative exponent. And lastly, we're down to our final example, or to our final law. Law 6. It is known as the rational exponent kasi yung exponent niya, rational number. It is a fraction, rational fraction. It states that a raised to n over m magiging mth root of a quantity n, or it could be mth root, magiging mth root of a raised to n. Same lang yan. Pumili ka lang dyan kung saan ka convenient. Now take note, if m is even, okay, a must be greater than or equal to 0 para hindi magiging undefined yung number natin. Say for example, square root of negative 1. Of course, square root of negative 1 does not exist. M is even. So, a must be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, let's have an example. 4 raised to 2/3 magiging, okay, cube root of 4 raised to squared, or raised to 2, or it could be cube root of 4 squared. Pareha lang yan. How about this? 5 raised to 6 fifth. Again, it will look like fifth root of 5 quantity raised to 6, or the fifth root of 5 raised to 6. Same lang yan. And lastly, same sa mga indeterminates. Walang problema. How about this? A raised to 7 over 10 magiging 10th root of a raised to 7, or it could be the 10th root of a raised to 7. Okay? Take note of this, laws of exponent. Now we will jump onto the operations of polynomials. Now again, the laws of exponent will be used in the operations of polynomials. Yung mga addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. So, study the laws of exponent. Thank you. And that's more than a minute. Charot. And that ends the part 1 of our discussion for today, the laws of exponent. See you in part 2. Thanks for watching. Class dismissed.